we call the meeting to order at 6:40. We don't have a quorum, so we're just going to go over everything and we don't have any votes that we have to take, so. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. To the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Okay, I guess we should do roll call.
Commissioner Gomez,
Here.
Commissioner Rios, and Commissioner Anderson are not here, and I did not receive a call letting us know that they were not going to be able to attend. Vice Chair Koistinen,
Here.
Chair Graziano has an excuse as she wasn't able to attend the meeting today.
So here we go. Okay. Let's see, verification of the agenda posting. Was that done?
The agenda was posted on Friday, April 22nd, 2022 at 12 p.m. at the Hollister Community Center and here at City Hall per Government Code Section 54954.2.
Thank you. Aaliyah, did you receive a copy of the minutes of the previous meeting?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, would you make a motion to approve those minutes?
You don't have a quorum to approve that.
We don't have a quorum,
Yeah,
never mind.
Unfortunately.
Hi, Aaliyah.
Hi.
Okay, so we're not going to approve the minutes. Public comment, Robin. Okay, and sir, you? Please. Something else.
Before we continue, you guys, I just got a call from Griselle and she will be able to jump into the meeting.
Oh,
She's
I
on.
see.
There you
She's
go.
on.
Yep, perfect. So we do have a quorum.
Hello, I'm here. Sorry, I'm late. I just wanted to
Hold on,
report.
Robin.
Oh,
Take the comment first. Okay.
I just wanted, right, me? This morning when I was up in the park, someone backed into the fence. And so the fence line is tipping into the ball field, about 2 bars. And since actual Park Hill on by itself isn't on here, I'm gonna share that with you. So,
Oh, the park.
okay,
Anything else?
just so you know that somebody backed into it. And also, I on Easter was the park reserved by a certain family, or was it just, can they just go early and claim the barbecue? Or not the barbecue, but the tables in the shade structure? Is that reserved, or is it just first come, first serve? I'm asking.
The barbecue area near the playground
Yes.
is a first come, first serve.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Robin. Okay, old business, the Caltrans Clean California Local Grant Program.
Hold on, Vice Chair Koistinen, can we go back
Oh,
and
sure.
do the approval of the minutes?
Oh, absolutely. Now that we have Griselle here. Okay, so we're talking about the minutes. Has everybody seen the minutes? If so, could someone make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting?
I make a motion to approve.
I'm sorry, I didn't, you kind of overspoke each other. Do it again.
I make a motion to approve. This is Griselle.
Thanks, Griselle.
And I'll second that.
Thank you. Okay, now on to,
Vice Chair Koistinen, I have to do a roll call vote.
oh, now you can do a roll call,
Yes.
sorry.
hold on. Rios and Gomez, right? Commissioner Gomez,
Yes.
Commissioner Rios,
Yes.
Vice Chair Koistinen.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. Okay.
Okay, now on
Now
to
we're
old
good.
business. Number one, Caltrans Clean California Local Grant Program.
This is just an update on the Caltrans Clean California Grant program to beautification in the where is it? Sorry, you guys. I wasn't prepared for this meeting. It is a beautification along Highway 20, the Pinnacles Highway. That's what I'm trying to say. Beautification along Pinnacles Highway, and we continue to meet with Caltrans staff to go over landscaping and art along the Pinnacles Highway.
Thank you. Prop 68 per capita grant.
The Prop 68 per capita grant is the Dunn Park renovation project. And currently we are in search for a project manager. We have 2 firms that are interested and we're just requesting quotes. The reason for the delay is it was decided that we like to keep the structure as historical. So with that, we need to get a historical coordinator that can help us redesign, if we want to redesign the clubhouse or keep it as the original structure as it is. The historian will let us inform us of any new type of material that can be used so that we can continue to keep the same architectural structure of the building.
Vice Chair Clifton,
Yes.
I suggest that after each one of these, you ask for public comment in case there's any comment.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Public comment? Flower Park and the survey? Okay, will do. Any commissioner comments, by the way? Apparently not.
Yeah, none for me.
Is this on the, I'm sorry, the beautification of the 25?
We moved to old business to Prop 68, the per capita grant.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have no comments on the grant.
Okay, Flower Park upgrade or update?
The Flower Park, when we worked on kind of like the reopening of the Flower Park, we went out to the residents of Sunny Slope Village and asked if they would complete a survey. And that information, I'm not sure if that information, oh, it's here. Okay, so was it emailed? It was,
Part of the packet, so I threw it up on the screen.
thank you, Paul. I'm sorry, I'm transitioning a new staff to kind of take over this meeting, and he had to go out and umpire tonight. So great. So on the screen is the survey of some of the questions that we asked. Did our commissioners have a chance to review the survey? And are there any questions?
This is Grizel. I had a chance to review the survey, and then I just wanted, my only question was, maybe I missed it, but how was this distributed out to the residents of near the park?
Staff walked to the area and kind of taped the paper on either their door or their near their home, where their front door is. And then there were some residents at the park, so we handed out a survey there, and then we posted it on Facebook.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think let me hold on. Can it go up to where the amenities?
Yeah, I'm controlling it. Sorry.
I was
that-
trying to do it with my hand over here.
Yeah, that's just a screenshot.
Okay. Not question one, but I mean, a majority of them were from the area, but I'd like to go to where the amenities are and some of the structures they'd like to see at the park, the playground. Okay, that's are you satisfied? Yeah, the last question. So the last question on the screen was just include or write in some of the amenities you would like that a resident would like to see at the park. And then a majority of our responses was a restroom, top 5 shade structures. We are working on some shade structures out there. The restrooms are identified in, I think, year 2. So the next fiscal, not this fiscal year, coming up the following fiscal year. And lights. I think that was a big one. We are along with our police and our planning department, we are working on having solar lights in our parks, and they're doing a study at this time. So there could be some lighting, and it would be a requirement on any new parks that we built to have lights. I think that's it. A lot of the write-ins were a dog park, but due to that storm retention pond, we were not able to put in a dog park until we kind of clean up a certain area to where the retention pond, it does not have a lot of a lot of weeds and overgrowth.
Any public comment? I have just a quickie question. Did that fence ever come down, or is it still up? The one that was around the walking path?
Good question, Dawn. I met with an architect, a landscape architect, around a week ago, and he's working on a survey out there. His recommendation was it can be removed. And if there is a flood, that all we would have to do is post something and fence it off and then post it. So it looks like it's in favor of the fence being removed. We just need to present it to council. Oh, we'll present it to our Parks and Recreation Commission, and then we'll present it to council as soon as we get the report.
Great, thank you. Any other comments from the commissioners?
The only thing that I wanted to say is thank you, Tina, for sharing that you guys are putting solar lights in the parks. That's really nice to hear. And then I was wondering, so out of these items that they requested, out of like, let's say the top 5, it looks like restrooms or shading structure and lights are taken care of or are planned already.
Yes.
Okay. And what other of the top, I don't know, I can't see the bottom one, but thank you. The other popular, maybe the top popular ones, is there anything that is not being planned for the drinking water system?
That wasn't being planned for. We have looked into water fountains to replace our water fountains. So that could be a possibility, and it could be something that we do within this next fiscal year or the following year. But
Okay, yeah, it would make sense. The drinking water system with the restrooms.
okay, to go hand in hand together.
Yeah.
All right. We do have a book library out there that was installed. We worked with San Bernardino County Friends of the Library, and they donated a lot of fun books. And every time we go out there, the kids are, it was cut to a child's level, maybe a child between the ages of 4 and 9, I would say. So they're able to go in and pull a book out, or their parents can help them, or whoever is out there with them can help them. So we did install a book library.
That's great. Moving on then to the next topic, Art and Culture Commission.
The Art and Culture Commission, I have nothing to report on the commission.
Great, okay. Ad hoc, Armando and I had a lovely meeting today. We talked about several items. I'm going to skip number 1 and go on to number 2 and talk about the shade structures. Shade structures, they've been funded. We're actually, according to Armando, we're awaiting the building department to approve the locations that have been suggested. And hopefully the structures will be ready for installation by the end of June. Also, we talked about garbage cans. They're going to add some more garbage cans out there. And also we talked about bench, getting some benches and so forth. One bench people kept moving has been rebarred to the ground, so they can't move it anymore, which is really good. Pardon? Exactly. Exactly. ADA accessible, and people kept picking it up and moving it somewhere else. Not a good idea. Okay. We talked about the big thing that's coming up for the dog park, the dog etiquette courses. And I don't know if you guys follow on Facebook, but there's been a lot of stuff on Facebook lately about the dog etiquette courses, which really sound great. And those will be held on May 21st. They're free, which is nice. And right now what they've got planned is 2 classes on the same day on May 21st, one with dogs and one without dogs, just for the people, so they know exactly what to do with their dogs. So that was kind of the update there. And during the K9 event, the large course is going to be closed because the large area is going to be closed because that's where they're going to hold the class. The small dog area will still be open. And let's see what else. Oh, and then talking about social media, what was going on social media, the thing that is being promoted right now are the etiquette courses. So hopefully people will sign up for them, because at this point, apparently no one has signed up for them yet, but it's brand new. It's just starting to come out. So we're certainly hoping that people will sign up and bring their dogs or themselves to the classes. And that was what we discussed. The next meeting is going to be May 31st at 4:30 p.m. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, and the next thing on the agenda is the Vista Park Hill Disc Golf Course.
I just have a quick report, but I feel like we have a resident that would like to make a comment. CR, if you'd like to come up, and I know that we are in the process of ordering signs for the golf course.
Yes, I'm actually meeting with the printer tomorrow. I'm meeting with the printer tomorrow to go over a couple more changes. He sent me some proofs and needed to change a couple things. And so hopefully those should be the last changes, and we should have those in, I don't know, they're said 3 weeks or so after we get a final approval. And once we get go through the proofs, we'll send everything to you to make sure that everything looks good on your guys' side. Okay. The other question that I did have was I'm trying to find out my process for funding the tournament, which we're moving forward for the Centennial Tournament in July 23rd. And my process for acquiring funds and figuring out what we can do, and we need to order some things for the tournament. And the sooner that we kind of get an idea, then we can advertise the tournament on what we call disc scene, which is where all the tournaments are posted.
That item is on the agenda. It's number 8. And right now we're on 6. So when we get to that one, then we'll have you come back up and we'll go over that one.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? Robin, you got anything on that one?
Getting lots of use.
Oh, good, good. Any of the commissioners have anything on that?
None for me.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. The next thing is the Prop 68 Round 4 SPP grant.
This one and on the future agendas, we will label these so you guys have a better understanding of what location is which. But the Round 4 SPP grant is over at Fire Station 2. I also met with the landscape design and I'm receiving another quote for services. Again, we're going to have a project manager to help us through this process with the design. We will host public meetings. When we submitted our grant, we had public meetings and a concept design was approved. So we can't change much of the design of the park, but we can change some of the amenities to the park. So that's where we'll have our public meeting and our community can come in and decide on different art that they would like to see in the park. The workout course, what type of course would the community like to see? Is it a course that's all in one location and you work out in that area, or is it around the walking path that has the different stations? There's a playground structure that we'll have out there, a gazebo, educational courses. Oops, I'm sorry. And then like I said, the arts. There's 4 different areas for arts that we'll have at the park. So our community and our commissioners will be involved in that process. We hope to work on this soon, but we're pretty slammed with this 150th and all the other activities, summer activities that recreation has.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, we'll move on to the City of Hollister Sesquicentennial.
With that being said, Vice Chair Koistinen, I would like to add the disc golf tournament to 8D if that is approval of the commission.
Someone make a motion to add the disc golf tournament to the Sesquicentennial agenda. Griselle?
Um,
I'm trying to unmute fast. I make a motion.
I
Thank
second that.
thank you.
I just have to do a roll
Now
call.
we'll do a roll call. Okay.
Commissioner Gomez,
Yes.
Commissioner Rios,
Yes.
Vice Chair Koistinen.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. Our first topic is a fireworks show, an update. We just signed off the contract today, worked with city staff and our pyro company for our city staff along with Hollister School District staff to have this be a successful show, and our location will be at Margaret Mays School. We will allow spectators in a certain area along with vendors and that's about it. All we'll do for the fireworks show. It will have some music, so we'll have a station that everyone can tune into and listen to the music that goes with the explosions, I guess. It's the easiest way to say it. And at the end, we'll have a 150th celebration. Are there any questions, comments on the fireworks show?
No questions. That sounds
like a fun thing to watch.
Margaret May School.
Great. Kitty parade.
The Kitty Parade. Kitty Parade is back. So we are excited to be able to offer this parade in our downtown Hollister over by the Veterans Memorial Building. Our veterans will lead the parade along with their honor guard. We'll have Betsy Ross and Uncle Sam, and then families to follow behind and children and adults, if they want to, can decorate their bikes, trikes, or what do you call those? Scooters.
Wagons.
Yes, scooters and baby strollers and their dogs if they want to decorate their dogs and walk them in the park. But all the dogs have to be leashed. So that's downtown. The children can start lining up and families can start lining up at 9 o'clock. The parade starts at 10. And then once they walk, it's around a half a mile around the downtown area. And once they complete that, we have snacks, a drink and a cookie for our children ages 12 and under. And then we'll have information on the City of Hollister's 150th anniversary.
Thank you. Comments? Recreation Fun Run update.
On July 23rd, Recreation will offer a fun run. We usually have a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, and it's timed or it's a fun run. And we do a bunch of different things. But this year, we just want to have a fun run where the community can come in. We're giving out, our 150th t-shirts, or we're not giving them out, but it's a part of the packet when you register. Just memorabilia for the 150th. Participants will run down San Benito Street, will run behind the high school, and then come back up San Benito Street. Music, vendors, and just fun activities out there. And what I'm noticing is after our fun run, it's not on here, but we have our what is it called? Dunn Park. Gosh, I can't remember right now. Dunn Park is having an event, and then we also have kite flying event, kite making and kite flying up at Vista Park Hill. So we'll go over that. And then any questions or comments?
Okay, moving on then to the disc golf tournament, and I think we've got a guest commentator.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, so getting on to this, I'm just trying to figure out the whole process of what I need to do. I'm new to all this stuff. So I'm just trying to get an idea of what I need to do on my end to get everything rolling. And so that's basically it for me. And maybe any requirements that you guys have from us.
There's not, I don't know the ideas and the vision of the tournament yet, so we would discuss that. And then we have a 150th committee that they meet on Friday at 1 at the Vets building. I think that if you attend that and at that point, if you bring some of the ideas and what you would like to see, then we can discuss a budget and kind of figure out what is it that the group needs to be successful, volunteers, help, funding, to just come in with that idea of what you'd like to do on this Friday, April 29th at 1 o'clock.
Is there a possibility of doing it some other way, or just because I'm working on Friday?
Oh, you work on
Yeah,
Friday?
I work on Fridays.
After this meeting, I head out to a conference and I won't return until Friday at noon. Let me see. you can always email your ideas if you want to put it in writing, put something like that together and email it. And then I can present it to the committee.
Should I
if
get
that-
some quotes from a few different, like the printer for doing t-shirts and stuff like that?
And t-shirts would be for the winners or participants or what?
Yeah, the
is-
participants would get as part of their entry fee, a little
Okay.
package, maybe a t-shirt and a disc or something like that.
Okay.
We've also thought about pint glasses,
Fun.
something like that.
Okay, I'd work on all those and then get like what the charge would be for the participants. And then anything else you guys like, kind of a budget, create a budget for us,
Okay.
and then we'll present it.
Okay.
And then if there's any questions, I can go back and we can talk and go back and forth.
Perfect.
Yep,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Any other comments? Robin has a comment. Okay, Robin. Great.
So I met with the I'm drawing a blank, Exchange Club
Hollister Exchange
last
Club, yes.
Hollister Exchange Club yesterday, and I shared with them an article that I found in the historical museum about how the Exchange Club had sponsored a kite flying tournament, and their members were the judges. And so I'm trying to, I'm in communication with them to get them to play along. So I'm really excited that we could possibly, I told them that Reach would be happy to have like maybe a couple of just random kite afternoons, just so people could maybe practice before the tournament for the big day. But yeah, I thought it was really exciting. And they were very excited to see the article and to know that they had this history with kite flying. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, I think we're going to move along to new business. We've got the Vista Park Hill barbecue area update.
At the last, what is it? I don't recall. When was our last meeting? April 22nd? For
Sounds
council?
good.
At the April 18th city council meeting, council approved an appropriation of $140,000 to what did they approve? Not re-roof, but repair. That's what I'm trying to use. Repair the roof at Vista Park Hill, the barbecue area. It's a community area that has benches, and the community can rent out the barbecue, but has been closed probably for the last 2 years just because the roof it's starting to cave in a little bit, and it's water damaged, and the tile on there, they're starting to break. So the council did approve this $140,000 for us to repair the roof, and then some beautification around the park, around the barbecue area. And with that, kind of found out some history from Robin, and we seem to think that the city built this barbecue area and dedicated it to the community at the city's 100th year celebration. So our goal now is to complete this project for the city's 150th year celebration, and then rededicate the building for the 150th. So I am working, hopefully, I already have the 3 quotes for a roofing company. On Monday, I will meet with our, what is Will's position? Our public works inspector, to go over at the park to make sure that the area is ADA compliant. And if not, what do we need to do to get it to where it is? The parking lot area needs some repair. So it will kind of go over all of that. So I'm excited. This barbecue area was a beautiful part of the park years and years ago. A lot of companies, families have celebrated different events up there. And it's a beautiful view. They would always go over and play softball, go play in the park. And now with the added disc golf, they'll have the opportunity to walk around and have different activities to recreate.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, moving on to the new monument sign for the downtown area.
So this is, this kind of goes back and forth. I think when staff put it on there, there was a different direction. But last night we had a special meeting with council, and there was a concept design. Did you guys receive it? I don't see it in the packet.
I saw it online.
You saw it online? Okay. I can forward it to you. On Monday, I forwarded it to our ACC, our Art and Culture Commission, but I can forward it to our Parks and Recreation Commission. A concept design to put a monument sign either along 5th Street or 6th Street or 7th Street. So I'm not sure of the direction right now, but Paul is working on pulling up the design so that you guys could see it. So if you guys have any comments, yeah,
That's the
the
latest
curved
I'm
one.
seeing,
It's a
yeah.
curved one. Yeah. Can you guys see it?
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Okay.
So you both can see it?
Yes, that looks so cool.
So this funding comes from the ARPA money. It comes from the ARPA money. The city received $9.7 million. So this is not coming out of the general fund. This project right here, I want to say maybe it was 240,000, give or take approximately 240,000 to create this, install it, and keep it beautified, I guess, the downtown area. The only setback right now was the location of the sign. So I think that they might be working with the community. The goal was to have this installed by our 150th, but there's not a rush at this time. They will, if it is installed and ready by the 150th, then that's great. But if not, they will wait till after the 150th to start working on the installing the piece.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, moving along to special events ad hoc committee.
At one of our last council meetings, it was decided that the council would create an ad hoc committee for special events. And those special events will be funded through Hollister Recreation. And just reaching out to see if any of our commissioners might be interested to be a part of that ad hoc committee.
I'd be interested.
Why does my phone do that?
So we have Dawn that it would be interested. Is there any other commissioner that would be able? Our council members that will be a part of the ad hoc committee is Vice Mayor Perez and Councilwoman Morales.
Thank you. Any comments?
That's a good question. There usually is, but I will confirm with our council members.
Thanks, Robin. Any commissioner comments?
None from me.
Okay, moving along to reports.
Recreation, we continue to stay busy. We have, 49er flag football started last Saturday. 220 children are participating. So it's a good turnout. There's around 22 teams that are playing out there. We continue with registration for our Junior Giants program. We have around 400 children registered at this time, and registration ends May 15th. So there's around 2 more weeks left to register. And then the season starts June 12th, if that's a Monday. Our adult softball league started the end of March. So we're around 4 weeks into the season. We're really short-staffed, as you can see. Armando's not here, so he is out umpiring because umpire called in sick. And then we continue with planning for the 150th celebration. Some of the grants that we were awarded, we're working on those. And our adult volleyball league, our youth volleyball league will be starting up in June. And our adult basketball league will start up in July.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, Parks review.
In the Parks Division, I think I reported at our last meeting that we have 2 landscaping companies that are now maintaining our parks along with our sound walls. And we recently added our retention ponds or basins. And then we will also add planter strips, and planter strips are just the planter boxes that are near in between a house and so it goes a house, it goes the street, and then the planter box. That's so our landscapers will kind of take on those projects now. We were having some issues with irrigation at our parks. Brigantino is really dried out right now, but we think that our landscapers have a hold on that one. They received some training from Toro, so they feel confident, and clocks are set. I know it was announced at our last council meeting that we are at stage 2 water reduction. So our landscapers are coming up with a plan to reduce water, and they will only be able to water twice a week. And that's all I have to report on parks.
Any comments? Okay, thank you. If that's all we have, our next meeting is set for May 31st. And could we get my wrist, sorry. Could we get a motion to adjourn
I'll motion to adjourn.
in a second?
I second.
Thank you.
Roll call vote, please. Commissioner Gomez,
Yes.
Commissioner Rios,
Yes.
Vice Chair Koistinen.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Night.